look. You guys, this is so pretty. I'm actually surprised I haven't heard more people kind of talk about this product. Hey guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're doing a full face of new makeup, and I know this lipstick is, she's looking a little bright. However, in person, and I have a video, like a picture in of it in person, it is not that bright. It is a really, really pretty red lip. There are 3 standout products for me in this video that are just like right on the vanity products that I'm obsessed with. I would love to know down below what other brands you want me to talk about, videos you want me to make. Do you want more full face of certain brands? Let me know down below. And yeah, I just want to jump into this video and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this full face of new makeup. New makeup, let's jump right in. I'm excited. So first things first, yes, I have a mark here. Yes, it's from scratching myself. Not 15 minutes before I just sat down to film. So I just cut all my nails off, so now I have short nails because my nails were way too long and I kept scratching myself, and here is a perfect example of me scratching myself. Anyways, I digress. Let's get into new makeup. So I already did my brows, so we're going to start with complexion, and I'm actually going to start with this. I haven't talked about this or used this on camera in a while. This is from Westman Atelier. It's their foundation stick, and this is in the shade X, and I'm just going to do a couple of stripes around my face, and I'm just going to tap it out with this brush. The foundation is a really, really nice creamy foundation. I mean, I've talked about it before on this channel, but I just kind of tap it out. And then if I need to like buff, I'll do that. Sometimes I'll also just put it on the back of my hand. I don't like to blend it as much with my fingers just because I feel like a brush just does a better job. I don't know. Base is blended. Now we're going to go on with the concealer, and I'm just going to go on with the CL concealer. I wear the shade 13N, I believe. Yes, 13N. And I'm going to do a little bit under my eyes, not too much. You don't need a lot of this concealer. A little bit goes a long way. And then just right here where I have a touch of hyperpigmentation on the tip of my nose. I don't know what it's from, but it's real rude. Go away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sit for like a minute, and then we're going to come back and blend it out. So give me a minute and we'll blend it out with a brush. Okay, it's sat long enough. Now I'm going to blend it out with this brush here. This is my current favorite concealer brush. This is the Hourglass one, and we're just going to kind of tap it into the under eyes, and then we're going to blend the nose out with our fingers. Concealer is blended out. Now we're going to move on to a bronzer, and then we're going to try the new blush that we have. And the bronzer we're going to go on with is the Westman Atelier in the shade Truffle. I'm just going to take it on the back of my hand. Take it on the back of my hand. Put it on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to blend it out. Just dip into it, and then just blend it out with this brush here. Just warm up our face a bit. All right, now I'm going to take whatever's left on the back of my hand and use this brush here for my nose. It's a nose contour brush, and I'm just going to pull it down my nose. I love having the bronzer on my nose that I use. I feel like it just creates a really cohesive makeup look, and then we're just going to blend out with the other side of the brush. We are bronze, and now we're moving on to the cheeks, and I got something really fun in the mail. So I got a bunch of minis from Minori, and it's their blush and their highlighter. This I've used before on camera, this shade, the shade Champagne. I love this. This is my most talked about highlighter for sure, I feel like. It's just, you cannot go wrong, and it's so nice that it comes in a mini, because honestly, a very little bit of this product goes a long way. And I also got 2 minis of their blushes. They only have 3 blushes, I believe. I have 2 shades here, Orchid and I believe Sweet Pea, and they're so pretty. I think I'm gonna go with this one here. This one is Orchid, but I'll swatch both of them for you. So the shade Sweet Pea. I love a mini, especially for travel, but just in general, look how pretty that is. That is like the springtime blush of like just dreams. It's so beautiful. And then we have this shade here, Orchid, down here, and this is the shade Orchid. I feel like Orchid right here is just like perfect for this time of year, but the shade Sweet Pea is so stunning. I am obsessed. And I have the blush that I have from them is they're one that's more on the red side. It's neither of these, and I really like the formula. But I do feel like for blushes, sometimes it's really nice to just have a mini. And this is awesome. I'm gonna take Orchid and I'm gonna just put it on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to dip in with a brush. So I'm gonna use this brush here and I'm gonna just dip in and I'm gonna just lightly kind of build it up because I feel like I always over apply blush, but this is just like, this one I can easily over apply and it doesn't get too bad, but it can get away from you quickly, which is why I like to put a little bit on the back of my hand and then apply. And I mean, look at how pretty that flush is. This is like the ideal type of flush I feel like everyone kind of wants, is this type of tone, whatever that is for their skin tone, that kind of has like a flush, but it isn't too intense or the shade isn't too bright or whatever. It is really nice. And this shade by far of all the shades is my favorite because it's just, I feel like it just looks so natural on me. You guys let me know what you think. And it's nice because it blends out really, really nicely. So it's hard to over apply this, especially once it's all blended. Blush is on. What do you guys think of the shade? I love the shade. This is like my perfect kind of flush shade that is, it isn't too red, it isn't too pink. It kind of is like a nice natural flush shade for my complexion, and I feel like for a lot of other people this shade would also work really, really well. It's just so pretty, but it also looks so natural in person. The formula is really, really thin, which is nice, and it just kind of melts into the skin. If you apply it with your fingers and blend it out with your fingers, it works really well too. I don't know, I'm such a big fan. Now, before we go on to the new highlighter, I want to let this sit for a second. So we're going to move on to the eyes, and I have new eyeshadow sticks, and I was very excited to get my hands on these. So I got two new Victoria Beckham Beauty eyeshadow sticks. I actually prior to this had never used her eyeshadow sticks, and I got two shades. I got the shade Mushroom, and then I also got the shade Oyster. Before we go on with this, I want to take just a little bit of the bronzer that we use. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and put it in my crease. I'm not going to put it all over my lid, but just in my crease, just for a bit of definition. I'm just going to kind of stamp it on, and then we're going to go over with a crease brush. I'm going to take this crease brush here. This is the 26 from Sephora. I really, really like this brush, you guys. If you are looking for a crease brush, the Sephora 26, and then I also have, what is this, 27? Yeah, 27. These blend everything out so nicely. They're super soft. I mean, I talk about the Sephora Pro brushes all the time, but I was very, very surprised with how much I like their eyeshadow brushes, just because, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to impress me with eyeshadow brushes, but this is really, really good. And now on top of that, we're going to go on with the shade Mushroom first. This is so stunning. I'm obsessed with it. And we're just going to kind of apply it all over our lid. It has the most beautiful shimmer. I'm going to do, actually, let me do a swatch on the back of my hand for you. This is the shade Mushroom. And I feel like Mushroom is a really good description for what this is. It is kind of like a more cool tone brown shade, in my opinion. I really hope that this is focusing so that you can see the shade. Yeah, there you go. And it's not very dark, which I love. And when you blend it out, oh my, it blends like a dream. But when you blend it out, it has, look at that beautiful sheen it gives. I love the sheen. And I've been using this and then blending it out and just having kind of a wash of color. Do you see that? It's so stunning. So I'm going to do that on both eyes. Then we're going to go and blend with a crease brush and then go on with the other shade. Now I'm going to take that same crease brush that I used, and I'm just going to go over the edges so that it kind of all blends seamlessly together. Look how beautiful that shade is. I'm obsessed with that. This is such a good everyday shade. I love an eyeshadow stick, and I don't know why it took me so long to try the Victoria Beckham Beauty eyeshadow sticks, because I've tried almost everything from them. I love their lid luster, their kind of shimmery eyeshadows, but I don't know. I was like not hesitant, but I just was less intrigued. But that was a mistake, and I'm obsessed. Look at that beautiful wash of color. It is so beautiful. Now I'm going to go on with the same shade on my lower lash line. So I'm going to just drag it down. I am such a big fan of the shade. What do you guys think? Overall, I'm a really big fan of the shade, but I'm also a really big fan of the way this wears, how lightweight it feels. I feel like it's just an overall really nice product, and it doesn't feel sticky, and it honestly feels like nothing on your eye, which is incredible. I don't know if I said this shade name, so I'm going to say it again. It's Mushroom. Wait, is it? Now I'm questioning myself. It's Shroom, so close enough. Close enough, but this is really, really nice. I really enjoy this. I like the way it wears. It doesn't fade off like funkily or anything like that. Then I also have this shade, which this is the main reason that I got the eyeshadow sticks, because I was really intrigued by the shade. I believe it's called Oyster. Let me just double check everything. Yeah, Oyster. This is such a beautiful shade for in the corner of your eye, and I just feel like eyeshadow sticks that work for just like, it's just so stunning. I'm obsessed. Like that work for the corner of your eye is just such a nice, not must have, because of course you can use anything, but a nice product, especially for when you travel. It's amazing. So this is the shade Oyster. Let me do a little swatch in the back of my hand. Look how pretty that is. When I saw it online, the shade confused me, because I was like, wait, is this a darker shade than I think it is? So I got it because I was intrigued, and I was not disappointed by it. Should I put a little bit on the lid here? Pull a little bit of brightness on the lid, maybe? It's just so beautiful, and I feel like this is going to work on everyone's skin tone, this specific shade, because the way that the shade is, it isn't too bright, but it's bright enough for, I feel like, most people. This is a really, really nice shade. It's, again, a comfortable wear. It really doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. Anyways, I digress. I've talked about this enough. Now I'm going to move on to an eyeliner. And this I was really intrigued by. This is from Jillian Dempsey. I've already used this eyeliner before. However, I haven't used this shade. This is the shade Deep Burgundy, I believe, or Burgundy. Is it? Yeah, Deep Burgundy. And I'm just doing a swatch on the back of my hand. It is so beautiful. And it has like a little tinge of purple to it, which really intrigued me. I have really, really obviously dark eyes, and they're super dark brown, but I know purple looks good with brown. So I was intrigued by this, and I really wanted to try it out, and I really enjoy it. I'm just going to do a little bit of a line and then just like kind of smudge it with my finger. I really like this formula of eyeliner, and I feel like if you want something that is somewhat like a dark brown, but you want it to be a little bit different, then Deep Burgundy, I feel like, is going to be one that works for a lot of people. So I'm just going to line my lid. Then I'm just going to lightly smudge it with my finger, just because I don't want it to be super harsh. I like a little bit of depth on my lash line, but I don't want it to feel or be too aggressive. Now I want to go on with mascara before I go on with the new highlighter. And this one is just from Jones Road Beauty. This is my most used, most loved. And I'm going to do 2 coats on the top, 1 on the bottom, and then we're going to move on. Mascara really has the ability to absolutely transform a makeup look. At first, before you do mascara, you're like, is this cute though? Do I like this? Then you put mascara on and you're like, oh, okay. I thought I was looking whack attack. I thought I was looking whack as all get out. And then you put mascara on and you go, actually, This is an amazing look every single time. Every single time. That's why I always tell people to trust the process, because until mascara's on, a lot of the time you might not like it. I never like my makeup until I have mascara on. Anyways, I digress. Now we're gonna move on to a new highlighter. I was so excited to get my hands on this. So this one is from Chia. I want to shake this up. This is their like highlighter of the day. Is that what it's called actually? Highlight of the day, so close enough. And I have the shade Afternoon Delight, and I just want to show you, I don't know if I mentioned this, they actually sent me this. I just want to show you how, oh my gosh, look how pretty that looks. I'm going to do just a little drop on the back of my hand. It's like a serum-y style product, and this is, oh my, look, you guys, this is so pretty. I'm actually surprised I haven't heard more people kind of talk about this product, just because, I'm going to spread this out, just because it is so stunning, but it's also super lightweight. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take what's on the back of my hand now, and I'm going to place the highlight. Do you see that? Do you see that? It was one dab of my finger. It is so pretty, and what I like about this is it feels very serum-y, but not in an, at least in my opinion, oily way. It just feels serum-y. Look at that. And I don't find that it removes the makeup I'm wearing underneath, and it plays really well with other products. It wears beautifully on its own. I've worn it all over my face, but there's just something just so absolutely breathtaking. I mean, breathtaking about this. I cannot. It's so beautiful. I'm going to do a little on my nose. Look at the highlight just even on the tip of my nose. I'm such a big fan of this highlighter. I was skeptical at first because I just kind of felt like it might be feeling too oily, but it kind of reminds me of the Westman Atelier, their illuminator drops, in the sense that it just feels like skincare mixed with makeup, and it just kind of sinks into the skin, and it just kind of melts into the makeup. I don't know how to explain it. I am a really big fan of this, and it does have a little bit of a scent. It just kind of smells like, not tea tree oil or anything like that, but it does have kind of a herbal scent. Like a slight herbal scent. I feel like it smells slightly, okay, I don't know why I'm so bad at describing scents. To me, it kind of has a chamomile smell to it. If you've ever used this, let me know down below if you agree. It kind of has like an herbally chamomile smell. Maybe it just smells like tea leaves, but it is beautiful. It's really easy to wear. It melts into the skin. It doesn't make me feel oily. I have a very oily T-zone, and I'm very comfortable wearing it all day on my nose. And I'm not gonna feel like I look like a crazy person by the end of the day. Like I've been running 18 marathons. It's really pretty, and I feel like it is so stunning, and it can give you that like bam kind of highlight, but also because it's a serum, it kind of just melts into the skin, so it looks really natural. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm obsessed. Now we're gonna move on to a new lipstick, and I was very excited to get my hands on this just in time for the holidays because I got a red color. This is from Sarah Creal, and what is the full name of this lipstick actually? Because I don't know the full name of the... Speak for Yourself is the name of the lipstick, and the shade I got, which feels very feminist icon, Red V Wade. We love a feminist icon here. Now we're gonna go on with a lip liner first. This is the Tower 28 in the shade Draw Me, and I'm just gonna go on my lips with this. I'm going to take my finger and blend just so it's not quite as intense a line. Liner is blended. Now we're going to go on with the lipstick. This is really pretty. It has some embossing on it, which just makes it feel so elegant and elevated and just luxurious. I love that. I love when there's even just like writing on a lipstick. It just makes me feel fancy. I don't know why. You let me know if I'm alone with that. And we are actually, should I do a swatch on the back of my hand for you? So this is the shade that I got. It looks a lot brighter and orange in the monitor I just saw. But I'll take a picture of it on my lips so that you can really see what the shade is. But it's a very pretty shade. Lipstick is on. What do you think? I'm just going to say right now, I'm looking at the monitor. I'm looking crazy in the monitor. I'm going to take a picture of it so you can see, because that's it. That looks very orange and a lot brighter than it is in real life. So I'm going to just take a quick picture so that you can see what it looks like, because it's a very pretty shade, and I feel like a lot of people, like, this is the type of shade red that they want. It's dark enough, it's not bright like that, it's dark enough where it isn't whoa too intense, but it has, like, I feel like it's like almost like a blue toned red, but it wears really, really comfortably. It's a more satin style. So again, it's not gonna, I don't know if I said this already, but it's not going to wear like a matte lipstick. But the trick that I like to do with more satin style lipsticks, especially if they're bright in color, is I like to do the lip liner, apply the lipstick, dab it off, reapply the lip liner, reapply the lipstick, dab it off. And by dab it off, I mean just like kind of like kiss a napkin or something like that. Dab it off. I do that 2 to 3 times. I know that's crazy with the lip liner and the lipstick, and then I have no issue with it kind of budging or like smearing all over my face or anything like that. And that's with any more satin style lipstick. This one I don't find kind of moves around like crazy, but again, it's not going to not move 100% because it's not a matte lipstick, and it isn't one of those that like holds onto your lips for dear life and like never leaves. But it is really comfortable to wear. It feels really lightweight, and I find that it lasts really long, even if I don't do that trick. When I was just wearing it, you know, one swipe like I am right now, and I kind of just went out the door, I didn't feel like it was moving around my face or anything like that. It did wear really nicely and kind of stay put. And I don't know, I'm a really big fan of this formula. I know Creal products are more expensive. But I definitely think that if you're looking for a nice, luxurious feeling lipstick and you don't want it to necessarily be more on the matte side, this is a very nice satin wear lipstick. It's very hydrating. I don't feel like it's enhancing my lip lines that I have. And it isn't, I don't know, it's not making the lines on my lips like more apparent, or it doesn't make my lips feel dry. My lips feel hydrated throughout the day when I wear this. I'm a really big fan of this formula. I would love to know down below, what is your favorite red lipstick? Let me know down below, because I am always on the hunt. I have another video I'm going to do with another red lipstick with this new brand that I just discovered. So I'm excited to get that up for you guys before, you know, the holiday starts. So if you're on the hunt for a red lipstick, this video and the next one, so one of either the one before this or one after this, I'm not 100% sure the order of operations in terms of how the upload's going to go, I will have another red lipstick kind of that we're going to be talking about. Yeah, that is kind of my new in makeup, full face of new makeup. I have 3. I have 3 just standout favorites for sure. One is this highlighter. Is so incredible. I'm obsessed. The eyeshadow sticks, the Victoria Beckham Beauty eyeshadow sticks, and specifically this shade in the Minori blush, the shade Orchid, is just so stunning. I mean, look at this. I'm obsessed with it. Overall, I'm such a big fan of these makeup products. I'm so happy that I tried this, because I feel like I in general am a heavy highlight girly. I love a heavy highlight, but sometimes it's too much. It feels too intense, or it feels too heavy feeling, like the product itself feels a little bit too heavy. This is like the best of all the worlds. I'm truly gagged and stunned by it, but I would love to know down below, what new products have you tried lately that you love, that you think I need to try? Let me know down below. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.